Hey Taurus, TT is here with a channeled message for anyone that is currently manifesting a new project. You may be pregnant, or you may be starting a new family, or you may have some type of new responsibility. It feels like an addition to the family, in addition to what you already have going on. There's something brewing, there's something manifesting. My right ear started ringing, so this may have something to do with like a prayer. Yeah, I am picking up this energy of like a prayer. Like I pray that this situation is able to work out. I pray that this relationship is able to come into balance. This may be revolved around a relationship, counseling. This may be revolved around three different people and trying to be fair in a situation. This may involve legal issues as well, like a marriage. I am picking up more marriage energy or secrets in a marriage. If you're not married, I do feel like this can still resonate for you, because there's something about like a loss of a job as well that I'm picking up from this energy. So let's say, for example, you're trying to get a new job, or you're trying to rebuild yourself after some type of breakup. Like this is definitely for my Taurians that have spent majority of their lives tending to some type of family dynamic or some type of relationship. And then for others of you, it feels as if you are in the process of manifesting your perfect family. Manifesting the life that you want to have. Like you're utilizing your skills, your magic to kind of call this into fruition, okay? So especially if you're single and you're by yourself and you haven't really found that person yet, but you're not looking, this is going to resonate with you. I really feel that strongly. While at the same time, I do sense like there's two Taurian energies that I'm picking up that are kind of going through similar situations, but it's slightly different. But the basis of what the both of you want, whether you're in a committed relationship, or you're trying to repair your family, or you're single and you're trying to manifest the perfect life and the perfect family dynamic, there's still this energy of feeling alone, feeling lonely. So let's say, for example, you have a family situationship. It's like outside of what you are able to do for the family, what you're able to bring to the table, it still feels very lonely. All right, this is like being in a relationship and still feeling single. And then for others of you, you're manifesting with using the occult wisdom, right? To visualize and manifest your desires. But at the same time, it's still lonely waiting for that person to show up. So there's that impasse energy. It's kind of like being in a holding cell, or being in a waiting room, waiting for your moment in a waiting room for a long ass time. Rejection after rejection, okay? Endings after endings. It feels like short term gratification, but nothing long term. Facade. So I don't know why this energy is coming up, and then we have abundance. Okay. For some of y'all, the way that your birth chart is set up, you would have to be on your life purpose and really be your authentic self in order for your relationship sector of your life to work out. Yes. This doesn't matter if you're single or if you're in a complicated situation. You need to check your birth chart, because I do feel like when it comes to relationships, you may have specific placements on your chart that requires you to be with a certain type of partner in order to manifest your perfect relationship or your perfect marriage, for those that are seeking marriage. And then for others of you that are in a family dynamic, or you're in a situationship, your chart is looking as if Yeah, you too would have to become your authentic self in order for you to feel happy, truly, genuinely happy in a relationship. Because facade is pretty much telling me, like, this is being your true authentic self and no longer trying to live up to the expectations of your forefathers. So if you're in a relationship and you feel as if there's something missing and there's a spiritual element that's missing from your life, you're drawn to spirituality for whatever reason, it's calling to you because, I mean, I hate to break it to you like this, but I'm not going to lie to you. Somewhere in your chart, you set up your path to aspire to want a more spiritual soulmate type of relationship. So even if you are in a relationship, you're going to feel like it's not enough. You're going to feel like it's failing, like the relationship is failing. Yeah, you're going to feel like you're missing your counterpart or you're missing your soulmate. Now you have free will and autonomy, but that's the way that's what I'm seeing here, especially with this magician in the mirror here. I'm seeing Archangel Metatron may be significant for someone. Like you may work with Archangel Metatron. I want to go home. There's this energy of like wanting to go home, but already having some type of commitment somewhere else, and that being something that prevents you from exploring your birth chart or exploring aspects in your chart that you would really benefit from. I mean, let's be real. We're watching tarot readings because there's a spiritual element that aspires for more. You don't know how to explain it, or some of y'all do, but as far as how to have this is like wanting to have your south node and your north node without ever really making a decision. Yeah, this is like wanting to have both here. Let's see what we got. We have fear, responsibilities, lessons, growing up. This is definitely like growing up energy. Remembering who you are before the parents, right? Before the reputation, before the image. Before people taught you how to be careful. I get this energy of like being conditioned to care about what people think, being conditioned to, put your best foot forward, put on your best outfit, your best dress to attract the perfect partner. Because, like I'm struggling even to channel this message, and it feels like I know what to say, but I don't really know what to say. It's so hard to explain because I'm seeing so many different dynamics, right? There's this fear of someone not liking you for who you really are. If they really knew who you were, they wouldn't want you, or they wouldn't want to be with you. So it's easier to pretend to look different, pretend to be someone else, put your best foot forward to get the job, to get the interview. Because to really separate yourself outside of that community you grew up in, outside of the small neighborhoods or whatever, it's like putting yourself in a position to be ridiculed. Yeah, ridiculed, ostracized, made fun of. And we have Syrian B, responsibilities, lessons, growing up. I'm really stumped here, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm stumped. I want to know what this is, Spirit. Like I'm getting it out, but I feel like I'm not connecting. That's the best way that I could put it. I feel like I'm not sure which one is the best choice, or what I'm saying is even the right thing to say. And I know that's not me, but I am channeling an energy that is struggling with this spot or this phase in their life, and also having like their worst fears. Yeah, am I really hearing the messages? Am I really getting the right confirmations? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Not sure. Should I engage in this connection? Should I engage in, like, should I date? Should I not date? Should I work on my relationship? Should I not work on my relationship? What should I do? I need some confirmations. With confirmations here, I feel like Spirit has kind of given you confirmations already, Taurus. Or I've given you some type of, now I don't know if this is you or someone else. Like, you've already seen what you needed to see. But being afraid to take the advice that's been given to you, being afraid to mess up. There's this energy of being afraid to mess up or make the wrong decision and then being stuck with that decision for the rest of your life. Or this is someone that connected to you. Integrity mirrors curiosity. But then at the same time, someone is wondering if they have what it takes. It's like they're wondering what life would be like with you, or you're wondering what life would be like with somebody else. This is definitely fantasizing, daydreaming, and imagining. But when we become an adult and we take responsibility of the things that we want, we have to quiet that fear. We have to shut off the stage fright, and we have to just say, you know what, I'm just going to have fun. I'm just going to have fun. If something good comes of it, great. If something doesn't, it was an experience. So there's no pressure around failure. This is the energy of, I don't want to fail. I don't want to not know how the end comes out or how the final destination looks like. I want to make sure that I make every right turn. So this way I don't come across a pitfall that I don't want to fall into. And then this is telling me with facade, wanting to maintain that image or that reputation, that perfect picture. There's this energy of wanting to maintain that perfect family picture, while also manifesting, using the occult wisdom to manifest someone into your life or to manifest abundance into your life, but being afraid to really step out and say, this is who I am. This is what I believe. This is what I do. This is what I want. So it's like living a double life, faking it till you make it, but at the same time, nobilizing it and pretty much saying that it's the right thing to do. But the only reason why someone perceives this as the right thing to do or the right way to go about decisions and their choices is because in the past they've tried. I feel like this is someone here that has tried to step out, have tried before once upon a time to get back out there or to date again or to be with someone specifically, but it failed miserably. So it's like now, rather than try at all, it's like pretend to be happy. Pretend to be happy until it starts to manifest. But taking all those fears with you, never really resolving it, never really working through it, never really healing from it. And that's where this playing games, like To the spiritual realm, it feels like you're not serious about something that you want. It feels like you're playing games. You're playing games with the spiritual realm. Because we have growing up, play, confirmation. Like, I want it, but I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to have fun with it. Like, I don't know why I feel like this is testing the spirit as well. Like, testing to see if something is real. Like, if some type of prediction. This is like going to get a reading or listening to tarot. Trying to get a specific spot on prediction with confirmation here. And then waiting for the event to happen and using these tools or these occult wisdoms and principles and precepts as a way to validate your own belief. Like, when this event happens, if it happens, then I'll believe. Then I'll believe it. Then I'll know that it's really happening. It's kind of like using divination as a means to make spirit prove itself to you, to make the spiritual realm prove itself to you type of energy. But the spirit realm is coming back saying, you don't know who you are. Because if you knew who you were and you knew what you were doing, you would handle this type of spiritual gift more appropriately. There's something about appropriating the lessons, showing yourself approved, really. And how you show yourself approved, when you get wisdom clairaudiently, or you get messages and you are being guided by those spirit guides. My bad, y'all. I had to turn off the music in the background. I don't know how to explain this to y'all. It's very uncomfortable. I almost feel like if I could describe the physical discomfort, it feels like taking your hands, placing them on someone's shoulders, and then squeezing the fuck out of someone's shoulders. It feels like pressure. It feels like control tactics. It feels very icky. It feels very icky. And the crazy part about it is, people really feel like the spiritual realm, all those souls in the spiritual realm, all the from other dimensions, are beneath humanity or beneath human beings. And you would be surprised, like, how many people actually believe this. And look at this. We have gratitude twice. And this is why what they want never lasts. This is why what they want always tends to come in for a season, but it leaves. Just like the people that come in and out of your life, they come in for a season and they end up leaving you because you're not authentic. Whoever this person is, whoever this energy is not authentic. Pretending to be authentic, but playing around in the spiritual realm, like, oh, the spiritual realm is at my beck and call. Whatever I want, whatever I need, I get to get what I want. I get to have what I want. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know. It's real self-righteous. It's real self-righteous. Like my money could buy me anything that I want and just tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I want to hear. And with whispers here in fears, this is like someone's own mind speaking to them, and then them trying to validate their worst fears by controlling the narrative and listening to the spiritual realm to avoid, going through the thick of it. Like when you genuinely want to learn something, you genuinely humble yourself and you go through that hermit energy, this should not be here. Facade, fears, and whispers and play should not be here. And I feel like a lot of times with this facade energy, people are willing to pay any amount of money to hear what they want to hear. They're willing to, portray themselves as anything just to avoid someone seeing them for who they really are. They don't like their true nature to be exposed or revealed. And they'll have like a good handle on their job. They'll have a good routine. They'll take pretty pictures. They'll look like they got their shit together, but on the inside, it is like hollow. You know what I'm saying? On the inside. And this is why with this energy of gratitude, seasons, and self-worth, like the moment that a person realizes that this is what they've signed up for, they're not going to want to stick around. They're not going to want to stay around because they're going to realize that eventually the mask will fall off. They're going to realize that this is a fragmented person. They're going to realize that this is someone that dressed themselves up to attract whatever it is that they want, but they have no real capacity. They haven't gone through shit with lessons here. They haven't really matured spiritually. But they were taught that, how to get whatever they want. They were groomed to get whatever they want by just putting on. This is like faking your resume and trying to get a job. Never really learning the characteristics that it takes to acquire the abundance you want to receive. So yeah, you'll get the job, but eventually you'll go from being grateful you got something, and then you'll be sad, you'll be lonely, you don't want to work there no more, you're looking for a new job, you feel like you can't maintain it because there's no real passion in that. It doesn't fulfill you. This is just like, I don't know, being stuck in neutral, in the middle, trying to get ahead quickly. This is a lot of energy. Let me see something here. So I feel like this is a warning. Ascended Masters. It says communicate, open communication. And it says seeker. So I feel like this is spirit like trying to give you what you want, but trying to teach you through these lessons of how to get there, how to confront these fears, how to do work on yourself, self-mastery, self-love, self-care, self-healing, to get what it is that you want. But this is wanting to skip all the hard work and jump straight to the end where you have the whole picture. Potential growth, birth of creation. I told you this is birth of creation. Damn, I'm also seeing somebody wants to what the fuck? We have caution here from the spiritual realm. Okay. Potential growth. Facade. Y'all, I hope nobody is out here doing this. I mean, I wouldn't put it past people, but let me tell you what I see. Like, there are people, either this is you, Taurus, you're connected to someone, but they're listening to the spirit realm. They're listening to spirit. The objective around listening is to pretty much listen to what's required in order to be, this is Empress energy. Birth of creation is like Empress energy. In order to snag a high value male, a high value female, in order to really acquire a high value job, a high value career, this is everybody wanting to be just like the next person, or wanting to, seeing the potential in someone else, wanting to hear someone else tell you the potential in you, never really being willing to do the work to bring it into fruition. So it's like, until I get there, I'm going to pretend like I'm that person, faking it till I make it. And then also utilizing the spiritual realm to like do their bidding, figure out what this person's next move is, so they can be a trickster and put on this facade and masquerade and pretend like this is a confirmation from spirit, because I know where to go, I know where to be at a certain time, I know how to align in a way because I've made it happen. I make it happen. This is not authentic spirituality. This is spirituality with a twist. This is like twisting the arm of other people. And wanting them to see you for all the great things that you are, potential growth. But spirit is saying that's cap. You really not like that. You want to be like that, but somebody is not as, like, there's potential for this person that they could unlock, but they would have to do a lot of spiritual work on themselves. But they don't really actually want to do the work, but they want to pretend like they did. So that's what their plan is. The more that I pretend, I want to be able to, it's like going back to someone, having them read your energy, right? Hoping that they, like, if I could, let me describe, I have to get this shit out because this is really fucking with me, okay? Let's say, for example, you're a tarot reader, right? Somebody is going to you to get tarot readings. They want you to confirm for them their potential. They want you to read their potential, read their chart, tell them about all the great things that they have coming for themselves, tell them about the great things that they're going to be or they could potentially be. But they don't actually want to work on the disciplines or take the advice that you've been given. What they want to do is come back to you regularly just to see if you're able to no longer pick up on the fact that they're flexing or they're faking the funk. If they can get past your radar, then they can trick whoever they're trying to trick. You see what I'm saying? If they could get you to convince that they're changed, they feel like their energy is just right, and they can fake it. If I could get, and they're willing to pay for it. This is the crazy part. But spirit sees everything. Ouija board. Inheritance. Channel your knowledge. Alright, this is also taking channeled messages and repurposing it for themselves and making it seem like they're actually receiving messages, but they're not. They're just taking from someone else, stealing content, going somewhere else and pretending like they're actually getting messages. Some ain't right. Some ain't right at all. This is studying the language, the order, studying the ideology, the identity, taking on the persona. And look, I want to do it too. Playing energy. Playing in the spiritual realm. So there is a lot of scheming, scamming, and so y'all be aware of that, because I don't know if you guys are receiving messages from people telling you that they done heard you about to hit a you got money coming. They're literally playing in the spiritual realm and getting you all gooped up for somebody here, but they're not the real deal. There's also schemes around, oh, I got a prediction, and then you're listening to it and entertaining it, and it's like, come on now, like, take responsibility. This shit ain't real, but you want it to be real because they telling you what you want to hear. So this is like, I got a message from a spiritualist and they told me whoop de whoop de whoop, and I feel like that's a confirmation for me, and then going to someone else and wanting to hear something different, and then making one big ass suspect pool. Yeah. And then flipping the script and being critical over someone else's messages because they feel seen, or they feel like they're exposed, or they feel like they can't hide. This is like being mad because someone won't let you hide in the spiritual realm. And it's to the point of obsession. Like, I'm obsessing over the fact that I can't believe that someone can really see me for who I really am versus who I want to be versus who I portray myself to be. This is like, I'm telling you, possibility, joy, and we have the sixth chakra. Pretending to be happy to the rest of the world, but knowing damn well that they're not really quite ready, or they haven't really given birth to their true authentic self. Or this is you, Taurus. Take it how it resonates. This could be someone in connection to you, listening to you. This is also energy of listening to someone, being afraid to actually hear the shit yourself, and then turning around and not being sure if you can really trust the messages that are being given to you, and then blaming someone else for telling you the wrong thing. This is like wanting to blame other people by making those people give you specific details. So if you make the wrong turn, this is some Emmett Till shit. I swear for God, this is some Emmett Till shit. This is, you know how when he went in the fucking grocery store and something about the lady smiling at him, and she put on this whole facade like everything was cool, and then when she went to the other men, she said that he had attacked her or some shit. That's what this shit is. Oh my God, I would never. This is what this shit is. Not being serious. Thinking that it's a game and playing in the spiritual realm. You have 8. Critical judgment. This is like literally going, and this has been happening for eons. There have been people in high places that would have spiritual advisors, right? And then when the spiritual advisors tells them what they don't want to hear, then there's like a target on the spiritual advisor's head. You see what I'm saying? All the fucking time. There's always a target at the spiritual advisor's head. Like, it wasn't a problem, right, when you were hearing positive things. But when you start manipulating shit to work in your favor, it may have been positive at one point. But when spirit starts seeing that you are not taking the advice that was given, and you're utilizing the spiritual realm, and you're going to, rob Peter to pay Paul to make sure that you get what you want without ever doing the work, that comes with spiritual consequences. So yeah, you start off fucking fearing the spiritual advisor, like the spiritual advisor did some shit to you. Like, can I even trust what that person even said? Why does my energy feel off? My energy feels off because maybe I was listening to someone and they telling me to do this or telling me to do that. When at some point These people have to take responsibility and accountability for their actions and what they listen to and how they are allowing their own mind to be fucked up and distorted, and then projecting that back on the people that's delivering the fucking messages or offering the advisory, and then wanting to assume no responsibility. But we just gonna turn our head and pretend like this ain't happening and just let them continue to say, oh my God, this is fucking annoying. This is like sitting in fucking therapy and someone is spending a whole hour and 30 minutes talking about their feelings and how they feel. And they're intentionally going in circles. Going in fucking circles. Going in circles. Going in circles. But the moment that someone calls that shit out exactly for what it is, then boom. The person that was going in circle gets mad. You won't let me hide. You won't let me have my feelings. My feelings are valid. You won't let me say what I want to say. Like, fuck your feelings and going around in circles. Let's get to the fucking root of the situation so you can stop. So someone can tell you that you're being a jackass. So someone can tell you that you're lying, that you're putting on a facade. Like, no. This is exactly what this is. This is like wanting to say, all I want is this, and all I want is that, and I just want my family, and I just want to work, and I just want to do the right thing, and I just wanted this, and I just wanted that. It's narcissistic, and this is literally like, this is like the way that the shit hides. It hides behind this facade, this mask of it not being there. But every time that someone speaks, they create more clouds of confusion. Every single time. I wasn't watching this recently, but like a couple of months ago, there was like this couple on YouTube. I don't know their name, but they pretty much was arguing and going back and forth, and it was a real toxic relationship. They had kids together, whatever. They did like a public therapy session or whatever with the therapist or a relationship coach or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they was doing. All I know is I'm listening to both their sides of the story. She's crying. She feels overwhelmed. He's sitting there pretty much saying that she always does this. It's always her. It's always about her. I just want a divorce. She don't want a divorce. They trying to pull out receipts, confirmations that they actually don't want to be together. Those receipts and confirmations is this person saying, I got other receipts and other confirmations. And they're like, I can prove it to you. She's like bawling her tears out. She's crying. And then no matter what she says, when she starts to explain how she feels like this person doesn't care about her, she feels like X, Y, and Z. The first thing he says is, like he says something to the defense of like deflecting a little bit, where it's like, those are your feelings. Your feelings are, that's how you see me. I can't change your mind. And then she's crying some more because she's like, I can't get you to empathize with me. And I literally, the entire conversation, it just felt like five, the energy of fear, like just pure, like all up in their mind. It just felt like, y'all could have saved y'all money. That's how I felt. Like, y'all could have saved y'all money. If she was sitting there and the lady was like, and how does that make you feel? And this person's like, how does that make you feel? And as far as I'm concerned, she's sitting there. She can clearly see his tactics. She can clearly see, because trust me, psychology, therapy, they teach you how to be trained to be able to pick up on those subtle cues, but they will ignore it and play into the whole dynamic until that person is ready to be their true potential self. If the rest of the world starts telling people about themselves and telling them the fucking truth, I feel like there'll be less to hide. There'll be less corners and crevices to get stuck in. But that's pretty much, I don't know. I don't know. But that's what this is. This is pretty much like an ongoing battle. An ongoing battle with facades and secrets. And I don't think none of this would be a problem if it wasn't crossing over into both realms. Like, this is like you live and you learn, fall in love with the potential of somebody. But the truth of the matter is, some of these connections, when we get with them, they only give birth to the potential in you, but they're not meant to go the distance with you. But then, like, still stand in those relationships after you know it's expired or you know it's done, and just won't let it be. The potential of who you were before, so the potential of who you could be was in a egg. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. It was in an egg. Your authentic self. With each relationship, you get closer and closer to your true authentic self. Those experiences gives you memories. Those memories are absorbed and you're able to recreate, rebrand yourself. Who are you comes out. They're catalysts of activation, but they're not meant to go with you. You're not meant to take them with you or try to make them see or perceive the way that you perceive. Because there's this energy of like, no, we could go here, we could go there, we can go to therapy, we can go to this place, and if I could just get someone else to talk to them and tell them how they should be, maybe over time the therapy will help this person be who I want them to be. And the truth of the matter is, they're not who you want them to be because you're not the person to bring it out of them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they stay in these relationships and they're never ever able to experience their true energy or their true potential because they're stuck in these relationships that are no longer serving them, and it's as far as you could go. Once the egg hatched, there's nothing more to do. Like, and sometimes it's more than one relationship. But you haven't even met those people yet because you're not putting yourself out there, or there's a fear of getting back out there. So you might be surprised that the woman at the bank might be the person that's supposed to bring out the best version of you. But because you don't like talking to someone, or you don't want to get your feelings hurt, or you're afraid of making the wrong choice, you never just have a simple date or go on a date or have a conversation with the teller. And you have to wait for the next soulmate that comes along that's meant to initiate the next layer of your potential. I hope I'm explaining that well, because that's the best that I can explain it, because I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's how I feel. I feel like, I mean, technically I am talking to myself because y'all haven't heard this yet, but I feel like a lot of this is falling on deaf ears. I can't even, like, look at this. This says ears. Bro, like, you could talk till you blue in the face, and someone will literally feel like, oh, you're being too hard on me, or you're being this, or you're being too rigid. Listen, the Hermit. Yeah, this is like the hardest thing to do is to offer an opportunity to someone that's been conditioned to perceive power in the occult a particular type of way. The hardest thing to do is, you see the brain on this card? When the mind and the heart don't align, the hardest thing to do is to help somebody see when their mind and their heart isn't aligned, and how to align that shit. That's the hardest thing to do. Walking around feeling jaded and unhappy and alone, or sad. because the mind and the heart is at war with each other, conflicted with each other. Conflicted. I want this person, but I don't want this person. So I'm going to make an opportunity happen. I'm going to make the situation work. It's too much. Or I'm going to make sure I don't fall into the same pitfall. Two of Swords. By making sure I'm unable to see what anyone is offering me. I'm going to make sure I shy away from anyone that wants to talk to me or wants to date for me. I'm waiting. This is like God sending you, being stranded out in a boat, and God sending you a ship. And you're saying like, Jonah in the whale, I think. Or I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on my confirmation. I'm waiting on my person. And I don't even know why Spirit is going so hard on the situation. Something may have recently happened. Somebody may have been literally blasphemy, saying certain things about a particular person, doing things. Mirror, mirror on the wall, scrying. There is something going on. Tower. There's something that's being blown up. The World card, the Lovers. There's some drama here. I'm telling you, there's some type of married, committed relationship, and someone is hell-bent on blocking this, cock blocking this, preventing something from coming through. This is like, let my people go. But there's this hold or this grip that this energy don't want to let go. So fear doesn't want to let go of its grip that it has on you, Taurus. This is your energy. Go. Or you have a heart of gold, but fear, the fear of letting go of someone, something, or a way of thinking or feeling, fear don't want to let you go. So it's like being stuck and frozen in time and space. And Spirit's trying to thaw you out. But every time you get ready to get up and make a move, something starts speaking to you subconsciously, saying like, you might not want to do that, Taurus. And you're like, oh damn, I can't do it because I have investments now. Or damn, I can't do it because I don't want to make a mistake, or I don't want to tip someone else off, or this is like someone guarding you or keeping you caged in. And it's fear. Fear got a grip on somebody out here, okay? Fear, the devil, the Two of Swords. And as long as the fear of heartbreak, or the fear of wasting your time, or the fear of being judged or crucified is existing, it's going to have a grip on you. This cycle wants to be closed out. This cycle wants to be closed out for sure. I get this energy with the Ten of Swords where it's like I can't let go of something. I don't know if it's due to pets, children, Ten of Pentacles. Y'all know what that is, right? This is investments. These are contracts. These are deals. These are legacies, empires. And then to give up all of that for what? Ace of Swords. Something that a channeled message that Spirit said to give up on your safety belt. On a thought like, I'm going to get hurt. No. But guess what? I get this energy of like attracting. Three of coins and a Three of Swords. This is connecting with more hurt people. We're only getting the acknowledgement because your heart is closed off. You're only attracting hurt people. You're only attracting people that want to play games with you because they can recognize that you have that your heart and your mind are at war with each other. They are not aligned. They do not agree. And it's like this is thinking that you're awake, but you really have a distorted perception. And there's other energies wanting to capitalize off of that energy. I don't know. Spirit, what are you trying to say Taurus should do? Because there's like 3 different feminine energies here. What's your advice to Taurus? Companionship, escape, criticism. There is no way around people speculating. There is no way around people speculating. There is no way around people criticizing you for your beliefs. There's no way around people criticizing you over your body. There's no way around people criticizing you over, you know, if you read tarot, they're gonna call you a witch or a warlock. If you listen to anything that deals with the occult or the mysteries of the universe, they're gonna call you, oh, that person's over there is into some dark stuff. They're gonna accuse you of hexing them. They're gonna accuse you of doing things to them. There is no way to please these people. That's pretty much what Spirit is saying. So why give a fuck anyway of what they think or say about you? They're going to speculate. They're going to call you all types of shit. They're going to pretty much, and you're like, no, I'm a good person. Who gives a fuck what they think? The only important thing here is you and how you internalize these experiences. Does it bring out your most authentic version of you? Or do you care about these relationships or these connections? Because we have companionship here. Comparison. Yeah, comparing body types, comparing skills, talents. This is comparing all types of you're really comparing yourself to other unhealed people. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. There is no comparison. That's what I feel like here. There is no comparison. Justice. They know not what they do anyway. So let them talk. Let them say what they want to say. Let them call you whatever they want to call. Let them throw the hate. Let them pretty much speculate and say whatever they want to say about you. You still gonna do you. And for those of you that are on that precipice of doing you, and you're on that precipice of really embarking on being your true authentic self and knowing the eyes that'll be watching you and the projections that'll be coming at you, it's high time that you took a I don't give a fuck attitude. I don't care if it's your old church. I don't care if it's your old neighborhood, your old tribe. Can nobody, like, what they eat don't make you shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard that before. That's pretty much what they're saying. All roads gonna lead back to you anyway. They're gonna come to learn from you anyway. When they see how happy you are and how miserable they are, they're gonna come to you anyway and ask you how'd you do it. Okay? Because their facade is doomed to fall off. But when you're feeling whole, you know how to keep going. You know how to persevere. You're always gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel because you know your self-worth. All right? This is like one of the things where, yes, there is, no matter what it is, whether it's gay or straight, there's bisexual. There's always an in-between. And I feel like that's kind of what you're saying. It's like, yeah, I could be spiritual and I could be religious. I could have both. I could be, you know what I'm saying? It's called whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. But that's just the power that you will. 8 of Pentacles. It's what works for you, and that's all that matters. 2 of Cups, even if it's a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you like polygamy or you like having 2 partners. It's what works for you, and it's high time that people just start being comfortable with being themselves out loud and no longer allowing other people and their traditions and their beliefs to be the thing that keeps you like, oh no, I don't want to say that, or no, I don't want to ruffle no one else's feathers. Fuck them and they feathers. Pluck them. Roast them. Eat it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's their problem. That's not your problem. Seriously, it ain't your problem. That's pretty much what Spirit is saying. Oh well, they'll get over it. They'll figure it out. They'll be back anyway. They'll have a little tantrum and they'll come right back. That's what they always do. Look at that. You still gonna be victorious, Taurus. Look. Victory will be yours. Your enemies will be defeated. Keep going and you'll have your win. I'm telling you, you're going to new territories, new heights. Soul purpose. This is your soul purpose for whoever resonates with this reading. Soul birthing process, discovering your soul purpose, unfolding your unique abilities. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all this is about your abilities and the friction and the adversity that you're facing. But the adversity is giving birth to your true potential. And you're going to be a beast. Okay? Look at that. Born witch. Say it with your chest. Born a natural witch. Magic is both your spiritual path and job. Your success will come as a witch. There is no shortcuts. It just is what it is. Patience and divine timing. The rest is going to unfold for you. Master the ability to wait. Prepare and take care of the details. Don't act if the timing isn't right. All of the answers that you are seeking are within you. And it states, connecting to your higher self, strengthening your intuition, letting your intuition guide you. Taurus, I'm sending you lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. Until next time. Bye.